Welcome. Today is the 29th day of January 2014. My name is Derek, and let's get started within today's video. Stores and businesses talk a lot about the term of saving money. It makes it very easy to save money these days when money is never used in purchases, unless, of course, you are buying money. For money must have a store of value, and our current currencies depreciate in value on a regular basis. Because it is backed by nothing, the dollar's tangible thing is nothing, which differs if it was a claim check for gold or claim on anything. In today's world, the term money is used in common speech and practice, and yet the vast majority of these people who speak and practice this are not aware of terms like fiat currency and, more importantly, true principles within our currency. Therefore, if one today is calling currency money, then it is obvious that it is even though they spend many yearly hours regarding currency, they are very poorly educated on the subject. Maybe they are newly educated, have not broken an entire life of brainwashed information, as that's difficult to do, but definitely possible. They know enough to understand its principles, but are not able to handle the news. Or D, for whatever reason, they accept or want this system even though they know how it's made. I got a comment from a previous video, and this was on a daily chart when I was showing the analysis. It might have also been regarding the platinum market as well, but that's neither here nor there, and that is translation. It might go up, it might go down. I have no idea, but I'm still going to make a video and say a lot of words that don't help much. So let's go over what was said. It might go up, it might go down. In the game of predicting movements of a financial instrument requires smarts and generally being good at the game. The level of how good one is will always be based on a curve on the skill level of all other participants who play the game. For every winner requires there to be a loser. By knowing patterns and probabilities, then you may have enough to have an edge. First, you must find the pattern while understanding the required parameters that plays in with the probability and maximum positive results. And then, of course, executing correctly. Then the talk on I have no idea. Looking at scientific principles to the words I have no idea would require to have no thought on an issue. Even if you have just one idea, then the term having no idea is false. If one's analysis states that probability of either direction to be close, then it's many ideas to state that it's a very tough and hard guess. Regarding I'm still going to make a video. Well, how long should I go without making videos when not much is happening? Should it be longer? It was almost 2 weeks from the previous video that I felt it was a good decision to make one after I refrained from making one the previous weekend. And then in saying a lot of words that don't help much, how can I help those whom I do not even know exist? And I say that in I do not know what you need help in, and if what I present does not qualify for what you need help in, then the statement is correct. I do know that I have presented a lot of material that has helped other people. So let's move on the subject that I have many ideas about, which really is what this channel is mainly about, currency. I know how it's made and its scientific principles. For society to even consider taking steps to becoming highly evolved, then this shit's got to go, as psychosocial stress and structural violence is part of these scientific principles. If you are unaware and want to be aware of what psychosocial stress and or structural violence is, we are on the internet. It's very easily researchable. So therefore, a win I'll define as ending this dangerous monetary system and thus evolving to an economic model that carries highly improved scientific principles using human health as the gauge. A loss is keeping status quo alive, then I consider losing to not be an option. And to conclude this, at this point of my life in early 2014, there is only one goal, and that is to use my senses as best as I can in moving towards what I have defined as a win and transitioning to a new economy. For now that I know how this economic model and how it works, it is impossible for me to go back to my old way of life that I had before I understood this pre-2007. For I could not go back and do all these things, call currency, money, and do my life the same way as I did before and expecting things will be good, for that would be insane. Thank you for tuning in.